Welcome.
We're back.
We're back.
It's been a long time since we've been on this stage together.
We're back on stage, back like we used to be.
It feels
I
like,
sure miss being outside already.
I know. Except for the kind of crappy weather thing. Mel's just distracting us, and
No.
we're not used to this stuff anymore, having all the technology at our fingertips.
True.
So we're not used to how this works because we're just used to just freewheeling.
Yep.
And
Everybody else taking care of stuff.
but Bob Mel's back, so we
have to behave.
You
I know.
guys
We
missed
had a
me.
lot of fun last week.
I
You
know.
guys
You know
missed
what?
me though, right?
That-
Come on.
But I
we did. We
I do
missed you
wanna-
completely.
I do
And
want to apologize
Say it with
for
a straight face,
our,
Mike.
our little dog walking in on the screen and kind of doing
being part of the show. Being part of the show.
I actually did a screenshot of that moment, and I texted it to Mike and just said, that's great.
Things happen. It's live TV, right? It's live
yeah.
TV. Things you can't prepare for or be things. But here we are.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
guys are alive. I was a little worried last week.
I was really worried
I-
because Bob started like stabbing a sword at me, and
that
I
was a
really
lot of fun.
concerned.
yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
We were all
And-
concerned for you.
Yeah. And another thing that I noticed when I watched it afterwards was these little bubbles floating through the air from my neighbor's daughter.
Playing in the backyard.
There's a lot of stuff that takes
I
place.
know. I noticed a couple of those too. I was
Yeah.
like, I wonder where those came out. I'm like, is Karen blowing bubbles towards us, or what the heck was going on? We just the things you happen when you're in
yeah.
outside places, things that are happening. I was like, actually, so one of the things that happened, like one of our first sermons that we did outside.
Yeah.
One of the first things I was recording down at Lions Park, and
I think I remember that.
Keith and I, right? We did an interview with Nora, and so lots of stuff going on in Lions Park,
Yep.
people all around, that kind of stuff. Keith and I were recording a sermon, and second half of the sermon, I'm kind of doing my thing, and all of a sudden a guy in the background's like, hey, wait a second, can I come in and share as part of your sermon? And I was like, yes, come on in.
Let's do it.
He came in and he read a scripture, and so
That's
I know
awesome.
we were talking about this before, as we've got lots of COVID church blooper
Oh, my
reel
word.
material that we can
I-
save for like another time.
Give me a
Yeah.
few hours of free time in a week, and I have been collecting things. I've been collecting photos. I've been collecting things that you guys haven't even seen. Some
Yeah.
stuff that our staff has sent back and forth of them doing ridiculous things during the season. And don't worry, there is
about
something
those.
coming where we will all be very embarrassed.
It's gonna be
but
the time.
awesome.
It's gonna be like time capsule. So we've been talking.
Totally.
There. So if you haven't been by the church, lots of stuff going on with the new building happening outside. We were just talking about
Yeah.
how smooth part of the road is
Oh,
today.
it's
Not
like a
sure what it's
new-
going to be like Tuesday, Wednesday.
It's like a new road.
It's like a new road right now. It's fantastic. But part of the reason is because they cut off where the old road was a little bit because they've had to move the fences.
Yeah.
They're getting ready, like starting to do some prep stuff for like a parking lot.
Yeah, we
Which
got
is
we got
crazy.
paving that's going to be happening.
Like
In a short
within
time.
like a month.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff. So, but one of the things that we were talking about is they're going to have to take down the St. Albert church sign. I don't know if you know where it is. Lots of people don't because
Well-
it kind of gets hidden by some bushes.
Yeah.
But we got a church sign that's out there. And then there's like a concrete post pillar thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's rumors. We're not sure. We're trying to figure this out. There's rumors of like a time capsule with it. We're not sure. We're trying to find out if that's legit and if that's real and if it's something that's going to be dug up. So anyhow, they're going to be digging up those kind of things to make room because that's where some of the parking lot stuff needs to be and all sorts of details. But anyhow, we're going to have a time capsule, COVID church time capsule, because it's going to be all on video.
Oh, it's gonna be
Everything's
great.
caught and never lived down. So here we are.
And we have another sign out there that we were going to repurpose. So if you guys have any ideas how we can repurpose our wood sign, Mike had an idea. I don't think anybody's going to listen to what his idea is, but
didn't. It got
we
vetoed
want to hear
already.
your ideas about how we could repurpose our sign that's currently that was out there.
Yeah, not the message board sign, but like the St. Alberta Lions Church wood sign.
Exactly.
So if you're a crafty, handy person,
Give us ideas. Maybe we should post a picture first.
yeah, because
Maybe we'll do that.
Everybody's saying it's going to end up in my office, but the truth is,
No, Mike.
our offices are not big enough to have
No,
a sign like that.
They really
The
aren't.
new offices are going to be pretty small. So if you are crafty, handy, like artsy type, that
Maybe
can-
we should turn it into like a lobby time silhouette of like the three of us like on this wood sign. We could like just put it here and then we don't have to talk.
No, I don't. No, I don't think that's a good idea. So
I just got a note that they're having trouble getting onto the St. Albert Alliance website chat.
Well, we'll figure that out.
All right.
But let's just
We're gonna
keep
figure that
chatting.
out.
there are a number of people on here already, so we're gonna give shouts out. We
Yeah,
got
why don't you say hi to people?
yeah, we got the Martells, we got Tony, welcome, the Taggart family, so good you're here. Shauna, Ashley. Hey, did you see? You and I commented. Ashley's Geared up for communion today.
So exciting!
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the pictures she posted.
She made the unleavened bread that Bob tried to make, and I made well. And Janessa, she helped a little bit on that. So Ashley made those. She's
little
ready.
bit?
She gave a couple pointers once in a while. She didn't help Bob very well.
Let's just keep it real. Janessa carried both of these.
Yeah,
so.
that might be it. So, but Ashley tried them out. She's got them ready to go. We got communion as part of our service today. So if you don't have communion stuff, we encourage you to grab something.
Yep.
Crackers.
Bread. Yeah.
Juice of
something
yeah.
that would represent the blood of Christ.
Yep, that you could use.
Doesn't
So,
have to be red, but
yeah,
you know,
more figurative if it is red.
figuratively.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It
Root
works
beer.
better.
You can use root beer, but
That was the other thing we talked about as we did communion at different times during the COVID season, as we recorded our sermons, the things that you're kind of like, oh, wow, what do we have in the house to do communion with? And so this is what we used. So anyhow, Ashley's ready. She's
Yeah.
got unleavened bread. It's going to be good. Who else do we got online? We've got Ron and Luella online. Good to see you guys. Norman, Shauna. Thanks for being here. Who else is around?
We have some people on Facebook as
Yeah,
well. We have
Allison's-
Darcy Dubé watching. We have the Atwoods watching. Hello. We have Gwen and Gwen watching as well. Gwen Bouchard. Welcome, everybody.
Fantastic. That's good.
it's good. To
I
be
think
back.
we got the chat working now on the website, guys, so feel free
Very
to
good.
comment.
Awesome. So good.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
we got Allison Zlasky. We got Don Fowler on YouTube. We got all sorts of people everywhere. We're all over the place. So it's good to be here. Good to be back.
It is.
And it's fall, right? Things are kind of like leaves are falling.
No, not falling yet. Just turning.
No, they're falling.
Well,
There's no leaves falling.
maybe not at
I
your-
haven't seen a leaf fall.
Oh,
think-
come live in my
I
neighborhood.
think Bob is in denial.
Yeah, he is. He's busy making pies and
man,
stuff.
we're not ready for this.
No.
Mike and I got a picture yesterday from Bob.
Yeah, Bob's not very nice in that.
No.
He's just like taunting
So,
us.
like, I'm saying, hey, guys, see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, blah, blah, blah. What does Bob respond with? He responds with this huge picture of, like, probably 24 pies
Yeah.
on a table.
Okay. First
And,
off,
Yeah.
and we're like, well, where's ours?
And he's like, oh, sorry, they've been
So-
given away.
Oh.
Sorry, they're for my
Yeah.
neighbors.
so what happened
What a
is
guy.
what happened is we started making the communion bread, and then we
turned
thought
into
we would
pies.
mix it up a little bit. But you know what?
Oh, dear.
We had to do this.
Okay. Oh,
This is for Mel. Here's an apple pie
Oh,
made yesterday. Do you want to just
thank you.
pass that over there?
Look at
We've
this
got-
individual one.
now?
Oh, Bob, thank
Mike's
you.
got a family. We knew that
Well,
he couldn't go home without it to them. What
amazing.
we got pies for all the technical team that's here,
Oh.
the photographers.
and that's
Sound
what it is,
guys,
right?
like everybody,
We got
so.
a ton of, well, not a ton.
It's
That's,
cool to see some of our volunteers back
Yeah, I
with
know.
us
Oh,
today. That's
yes.
the one thing we've missed over the summer. We've had a great crew. We've had
Oh.
Keith and Nathan working alongside us, well, behind the scenes, but we have Bill back here today and Cameron's back as well. So good to see everybody.
yeah, it's fun to have a bit of a crew around and
It
doing some of
is.
this stuff. So
Absolutely.
the only thing that causes challenges is when they heckle us.
Yeah.
Like over the summer, nobody was there to heckle us, but now we got guys that are back to heckle
yeah.
us, and it can be distracting when we're trying to like focus because we're
We're
professionals.
pretty intense, and you know
Right?
what? The seriousness that comes.
We're professionals, and we got these guys
yeah,
heckling us.
I
It's
know.
unbelievable. The things we put up with sometimes, you know.
Yeah, we're professionals.
We are totally. Didn't you see the way Bob swung that sword last week? He
That
was a
was
professional.
neat. Yeah.
Pretty
that-
sure my blood pressure just like spiked in that
Professional.
moment.
Like,
but
people could have got hurt.
Yes,
but
they
Bob
could
was
have.
professional in those
We
You
did
could've
have
got
medics
hurt.
standing by just in case.
Dude, my wife was on speed dial.
Yep.
Nurse Kim, come help me. Say,
And I'm so glad that last week, our trusty volunteer Nathan answered the phone.
why?
Yeah.
I was just
We had a talk with Nathan afterwards.
Yeah.
We were like, that is unacceptable, Nathan. Help us out. So,
Yeah.
Guys,
Put a
we do have
block
some
on
stuff
that
to talk
number.
about today, though.
yeah, see, Mel's always about
well,
serious stuff.
it's
He's
kind
like,
of
let's
my
talk
job.
about things.
I'm
All
just
right,
saying.
let's do that. we got some stuff coming up here. We got the Amazing Race coming
You know
up.
what? It's because I get texts from people early in the morning saying, "Hey, can you talk about this, Mel? Don't forget this is
See,
Yeah.
happening."
they're smart. They send that to Mel, and they do not send it to Bob and
It's
I.
true.
So Bob and I got our own things. We had our own agenda coming in this morning. So
I'm only here to keep you two on track.
that's completely us. Somebody's saying they've got a birthday. Oh yeah, somebody's asking birthdays. Birthdays for Colleen. Happy birthday, Colleen. I don't see when
Colleen
her birthday is.
Sparrow?
Colleen Sparrow, happy birthday. She celebrated her special day on the 11th.
Oh, happy birthday.
Who's what?
Did you say she's turning 60?
What? Who's saying
That
stuff?
was
That's our tech crew.
no, yeah.
I mean,
You see what
Colleen,
we're talking
I don't
about
think we
here?
can name. Yeah. What was that?
Bill? Colin, you can have a conversation with your friend Bill on
Yeah.
that one. He's outing you in all sorts of things. So happy birthday, Colleen, on the 11th. Belated way to celebrate. Anybody else
Yeah.
got
Michelle
very
Waldron
good.
had a birthday this past week as
Yeah,
well.
she
Happy
did.
belated birthday, Michelle.
so good? Who's got a good idea? How to make a sign?
Darcy asked where your wig is.
My wig.
Oh, they haven't forgot about that.
I know.
We thought they forgot
I
about that.
hope they did.
Yeah.
It's
No.
not a good thing.
And Kim just wants to thank you and Karen for that pie.
Oh.
Bob.
So good.
So
So
Yes.
good. Yeah. She's gonna love it.
Yeah.
The problem is she's watching. I was gonna take it home and say,
Yeah, I
did
was
it.
gonna. Yeah. Wait till everybody's out of the house.
I was gonna be
The
like,
kids come
"Hey,
home after
guys,
school. They're like, "What's that smell?"
keep it in the truck.
I'm not bringing it in.
We
Come
made pies. We made apple juice. We made a tremendous amount of apple juice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
amazing. Do you
yeah.
have an apple tree in your backyard?
No.
No.
We have a lot of great neighbors. We had some
Okay.
of the folks from the church just dropping off apples. I came home from one day from work, and our entryway was just full of boxes of apples.
There you go.
And you know what? We used them all up. They were
Fantastic.
fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. We should probably
We should do
say a
something.
few things because there's stuff.
I'm
Bob,
glad you came to that
there's-
under your own realization.
I'm just
Stuff
feeling
we
like
said.
I
Oh,
know
where
that.
were the Amazing Grace?
Yeah, we're talking
This
about the Amazing
week.
Race. So
Are you guys going to be there?
Mine's
I'm
yeah,
gonna be there.
so the Amazing Race for our merge crew. So
Mm-hmm.
our students grade 7 to grade 12. Dan and his team have got an event happening
Oh.
downtown-ish area, like Lions Park-ish area and around
Or at Lions Park?
at Lions
I
Park.
think we're meeting. I think
Yeah.
they're meeting at Lions
They
Park.
meet at Lions Park, right?
Yeah.
But then you can't just like
No.
Amazing Race in Lions Park.
That would
That's
be
kinda-
weird. Yeah.
So they're going to be around Lions Park in
Yeah.
places doing things, and so that's happening Wednesday night at 6:30 down
And-
Lions Park.
Yeah, and it'd be a great time for them to bring some friends,
Oh,
bring
so
some of
much
the neighbors,
fun.
invite them out for
Yeah.
something
So
special.
Wednesday night, 6:30.
Yep.
Dan and his team got fantastic stuff for our student community. It's going to be awesome. You don't want to miss it.
Absolutely. And then the next week, the
2
next
weeks in a
Wednesday,
row.
2 weeks in a row, there's another thing, the wide game night. So Ultimate Frisbee, soccer, capture the flag. It's happening in the Merge Wide game night.
And
so,
that's right across the street at Muriel Martin at the field over there.
is.
Yep.
So this week,
So you guys are going to be
September 6th
busy. Students are going to be busy in September.
Right,
It's
they're
good.
kind of getting back to stuff. Time to use all that energy from having to sit in class and
And
do
Muriel
those things.
Martin is across the street from the church across the street. So it's like across the street from the church and then across the street again.
Sure.
Right there.
It's kind of like across the street.
It's kind of across the
We
street.
could see it.
I know, like
from
you.
the-
I could throw a
the-
football to it.
Yep. Wow.
I couldn't.
I don't know, Mike. If you could throw a football like Mike, if
Keeping
you
it
could throw
real.
a football like that,
Keeping
you
it
wouldn't be
real.
here.
I was going to say.
You'd have a jersey with a big number on your
I
back.
know. That speaking of, like, that was it last weekend. Was Labor Day weekend, and I was mourning a little bit the fact that
There's
typically
no football.
on Labor Day weekend we beat the Blue Bombers continually, and so I was mourning the fact that I couldn't celebrate and just kind of rub that in a little bit to people like Luella, who's a Blue Bombers fan, and would come to work and just say, "Hey, Luella, how'd Rough Riders do?" She'd just be quiet. So I was mourning that last weekend. But anyways,
So we took care of the merge stuff.
yeah, merch.
All right.
Bring it back, boys.
Kids. Let's talk about the kids.
Well, yeah, might as well talk about
Armor of
Okay,
God.
so Armor of God. So Jared and Lisa talked about this a little bit in their update that this past Tuesday our staff
Oh,
team had a
we
great time. 'Cause It
blitzed
was
it.
the first Tuesday that we were all like
In the
back in the
office.
office together
Whole crew of
since
us.
March, really.
Yep.
And so we had staff prayer, and then our Extreme Kids team was putting together these Armor of God packages. There was a lot of them. There was a lot of pieces, and so we actually
man, pieces
took,
like crazy.
you know, whoever could stay just stuck around and helped out for about an hour, and we got all the packages put together, and it was awesome. families, kids. Oh my goodness, you guys are in for a treat over the next several weeks. And if you missed the pickup this past Tuesday and Saturday, Pam just wants you to know that you can just message either Pastor Pam, Janelle, or Debbie and just let them know that you missed them and they still have some packs left.
Yeah, they'll get them to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
and
are amazing.
They are. Well, but so are the videos. We were just watching one
Yes.
of Debbie's video to start kick off the Armor of God series as she gets going at it.
It's so
It is so
cute.
funny. It is so fantastic.
so
You can
good.
find it on the StAAC Extreme Kids Facebook page, and you get all the details on it. But the video is fantastic and so much fun. Yeah, such a good thing.
So good.
Yeah, so you can you can message Pam and her team, Debbie and Janelle, any of the three of them, they'll get it to you and make sure you get it in your hands for your kids.
Family-
Not just preschool kids,
No.
elementary kids as well. There's 2 different packs, 2 different things, and we put them all together. It was lots of fun.
And seriously, families, like, you do not want to miss. They have put so much thought and so much time into creating these things for you. There's crafts, there's games, there's all of these things. And your kids are just, you as a family are going to have a great time doing this. So we just encourage you, if you haven't picked up a pack, contact our Extreme Kids team and get your Armor of God pack for the next few weeks.
Yep.
It's just watching our chat a little bit. It's Donna Abel's birthday. Happy birthday, Donna.
Oh, happy birthday, Donna.
And I also see Janelle and Raina have a birthday on the 17th. So that's coming up. Fantastic. That's going to be so much
I think
fun.
it's a pretty important birthday for Janelle this year, too.
We're not going to say numbers.
Nope.
Bill might,
Nope.
but we won't because we're not those kind of people. So Bill would just.
Did they just
Out
say
it.
60? The guy behind the camera?
No.
I keep hearing him say 60. I don't know.
Janessa would like me to tell you guys.
Oh, no.
Um,
Janessa's
no,
going to
just
try
to,
and keep us
just
on
to let
line.
all of you know who are not on Facebook that the Armor of God videos are also on our website on the Extreme Kids page.
There
so
you go.
make sure you check those out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to try and
good.
get us back in
Well,
line
I didn't
again.
read that text, so.
There we go.
Just kidding.
So-
And when they come to pick up the stuff too, if they want, just pull around to the side of the fence where the prayer ribbons
Yes.
are. Pray together. Put another ribbon up.
Yeah, they bumped that fence out a little bit just because the way, because it was where the old road was. But
Yep.
now they bumped the road over a little bit, so the fence got moved, but the prayer ribbon stuff is still there, and it is so cool. I was commenting to Jared last week. We were chatting, and the fact is, like, we've been able to look in, like out of the windows towards the building. You could kind of look into the building.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But now you can't because
Nope.
they've got all the boards up, going up around, and so you can't
Yeah.
actually see inside anymore. It's like actually looks like the outside of a building and the real thing. So
Things are getting real.
things are getting real. Yeah. But watching the guys put the roofing on the top,
Oh,
and
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is so good. But fall's here. Lots of stuff going on. I know, Bob, you got your hub crew's been meeting through the summer.
Yes.
In different forms and different ways, and kind of fall's coming, and things are continuing to happen with the crew and doing stuff. And you guys are kind of, I don't know if kicking things off because you've been going. Like, it's not like you've stopped, but
Nope.
you're you're doing stuff.
Yes.
Let's call it that. You're just, I was trying to think
let me
what's the
talk.
word.
Let me
really
talk,
eloquent.
Mike.
I
Let
know
me
he's
talk.
redoing. Because they've still been going. So what do you call that?
There's relaunching?
Refresh. Well,
Refreshing?
Refreshing?
I
It's-
don't know.
Yeah,
So-
it's like
so what's-
refreshing your screen. It's coming back up with more
We
things.
don't know what we're talking about,
Let
but
me
maybe
talk
you
about
guys
this.
do.
So it's
Can we
refreshing.
just pan the camera over here? Thank you.
Bob,
That just happened.
Director Bob today.
First off, I would again just like to say thank you to all the facilitators and the support team that were around through the summer as we continue the hub going through the summer. And we've had a really, really great summer. We've been hearing stories from people just of the work that God's been doing in their life,
Yeah.
finding freedom, finding deliverance from things that have bound them, some for many, many, many years, and experiencing some freedoms that they never thought possible. So we're really thankful for that. We're actually meeting with our hub team this afternoon and just putting things in place for the fall, getting ready for the fall. But here's something that I think would be really interesting. Some of the groups, as they've been going through the summer, as we're coming into the fall, we're restarting at the first of some of the workbooks that they're using. They're starting again fresh. Some of them are starting on step one. Some are starting at the beginning of the workbooks again or the beginning of the video series, depending on what the hub group is. But if you're struggling in some areas, if you're struggling in areas of any kind of addiction, drug or alcohol addictions, we've got groups for those that are struggling with pornography or sexual addictions, both for men and for women. We have groups for the spouses of those, for the women whose husbands struggle with pornography or sexual addiction. We have groups for those struggling with PST or depression, anxiety. We have a group that's going to be starting afresh again, a ladies group that just walking through some of the difficulties of life with other ladies and supporting each other, working through some teaching material together. We have just a wide assortment of groups. We've got another group that we're looking at getting started for women who have lost an infant. And that can be really, really traumatic. And it's surprising that there are so many out there that are struggling in those areas. And so we're looking at getting a support group started for that. But there's a lot of different areas. And then we do have people that send in and say, do you have a group for this or that? And sometimes we don't. But at the same time, that's how groups get started, is when people step forward and say, I need some help in this area. Then we just begin to pray towards that and say, Lord, who do you have that could facilitate something like that?
Yeah.
The other thing that's interesting is, here's an opportunity. If you've gone through some difficulties in your life and you've wrestled through some, whatever the issues are, and you feel like you'd be ready to now give back, and it's not even that complicated. It's just walking alongside people in their journey and you recycling or using the pain that you've experienced to help somebody else. And we have different systems in place that will help you to do that. So if you are needing somebody to walk with you through some tough times in your life, we do want to offer the hub to you. Just go to our website and look for hub. You can go through. There's just a form to fill out. That information goes to me. And we would love to have you join us on the hub, especially as we're firing up again this fall. This fall.
Wow. And one of the things we know in the season where social isolation's happened, right?
Yeah.
And people have had, it's been challenging,
Yeah.
right? I like just talking to people, having conversations with friends, family, people in our community, just it feels like the intensity, I shared this on one of my Mondays with Mike, with the intensity of some of the experiences that we've had in this COVID season.
Yeah.
Have just been ramped up, have been increased in a lot of ways. And that brings with it a whole range of emotions that lots of times we aren't sure, maybe aren't equipped, aren't comfortable trying to figure out how we communicate that. And it's so needed to be able to share that journey with others. And, you know, that's one of the fantastic opportunities that comes with the hub. But beyond the hub, even just the opportunity to share and have conversation with others, to know that you're not alone in this, that there's others that walk through it, have walked through it, willing to walk through it with you, to reach out, to know that even though we are dealing with some physical, social distancing, that you don't need to do this alone.
Yeah.
That there are lots of people around, and that's been one of the great things with the hub, is the way you guys have facilitated different gatherings, whether it's been some smaller in-person ones with some of the groups, or they've been doing it online, that there's just a place to have some of those conversations, to engage and find space to maybe process some of those emotions, some of those experiences, because we know we aren't created to do life alone, and doing life alone adds a layer and adds levels of, just a heaviness to lots of things. An experience of like, I'm not quite sure what this is, and we've talked about it even as our staff at our staff retreat last week. Just the experience for many of us, I think all of us in some level, of just like, what has this season been like and caused? Pretty disorientating, pretty. Disappointing at times. Just lots of emotions that we're not totally able to put our finger on, but to be able to have people to share that with. And I think that was one of the great things out of our couple of days that we were together as a staff, is just being able to say, we can identify, we share, we may not have the exact same emotion or the exact same experience, but here's what it's sort of feeling like. And to know that there's others with you in that. And so the hub is a fantastic part of that. And so, we're excited about what the fall and kind of relaunching, refreshing, kind of kicking things off, giving space for people to engage in that stuff.
What's going to be neat is, as we come through the COVID time and as we look back on it, there's lots of horror stories, lots of painful experiences. But in the middle of that, people are going to look back and say, but that's the time that my life changed. That's the
Absolutely.
time I found the Lord. That's the time I got freedom from whatever it is. So there's going to be a lot of really exciting stories that'll come out of this as well.
And
So,
there's lots of great opportunities. The hub, and there's other things, that we as a church, like that's the great thing about church
Yeah.
is that it is a community that people can be plugged into. It doesn't have to be in person. It can
Yep.
be online. But the thing is that there are people that want to do life with you. And
Yep.
so, if we talk about it often, apprenticeship prayer partners, if you want to have an apprenticeship prayer partner in your life, just contact us. Let us know. And I think, Mike, you're the one that gets those emails,
Yeah,
right?
a bit. Yep.
And we want you to be able to do life with somebody.
Yep.
So
That and our small group stuff to be able to do
absolutely.
life together.
C3 groups,
Working with Pam. Oh, we
which I almost C3 groups.
forgot.
Oh my goodness, I would be in trouble if I forgot this.
you get less than a minute.
Next Saturday, September 19th, ladies Women's Adventure C3 group. They're going for a walk at Lions Park.
Yep.
You can register on our website, on the StAAC app. But we'd love to see you there for a walk Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. So check out more on our website, StAAC app, or contact Pastor Pam.
Yeah, and if you're interested, we're having conversations about what groups look like, how they can be facilitated, what can happen. Check that out on our website. Drop us a note. We'd love to hear from you. Love to connect with you. Love to see people connected in as many ways as possible as we navigate into the fall, into a new season. Lots of things that go with it, but we know we weren't created to do life alone.
Not at all.
And so to find opportunities and venues to connect with others is key and important. If you've got ideas for that, we'd love to hear them as we try and find our way forward. We know that we're not going to be able to be together physically as a Sunday gathering for a little while, just due to parking and a whole bunch of other things.
But there's other things.
There are other places and ways
Yeah.
to get that in and make that as part
And
of
we
it.
would
and
we would love to hear from you.
absolutely, we would.
So, we have a great service today.
We
Jeremy
do.
and Lisa are speaking.
Yes.
Yep, communion is part of it.
Communion at
So
home.
if you
is
haven't
part
got
of
your
it.
communion
communion
stuff
stuff.
ready, make sure you got communion stuff ready because that's going to be part of it early in the service.
Absolutely.
Be part of it. Jared and Lisa bringing the word, which is always great. And
One more thing. Just to remind you, throughout this COVID season, we've been doing staff prayer online.
yeah,
Every day,
Yep.
but we've actually just switched that to Monday now because most of us are in the office for most of the week. So Mondays, join us online on Zoom. The link is on the website.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you join us
Yep.
for our staff prayer. We meet every day at 10:30, but specifically Monday, we're going to open this up and have you join us. So if you have not yet been a part of staff prayer, we've had a couple people jump on every now and then. Now's your time to just take 15 minutes out of your morning and be able to pray with us for various things around our community. Yeah.
Remember to be praying for the teachers, praying for the
Yes,
staff.
Absolutely. We
yeah,
did-
This
staff
last
and
week has
administrators.
been,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, as
Okay.
they navigate all new realities and all new things. So we're praying for them.
Okay, we're getting the cut.
Everything's
signal.
everything's going down. So be sure to refresh your browsers,
Yes.
refresh your screens, get ready to join us for service that's happening on your way. Thanks for being here.
It's good to be back, guys.
Yep, it's fun.
God bless you. Have
Bye.
a good week.